Students share their workout routines as fitness becomes more important to students on campus.
Campus sororities welcome new members at recruitment weekend after a successful rush.
And Quincy University receives the largest donation in school history from a local family. Welcome to QUTV News This Week. I'm Raven Ash.
And I'm Madison Norris. On September 15th, President McGee had a big announcement for the school. QUTV's Micah Wheeler tells us more on the story.
Grass fields that QU has on its main campus. QU has two grassy layouts that stretch almost as far as a football field. But just last week, they received news that the grass will not be the only green they see this year. Members of the QU staff, along with students, gathered on Friars Field to celebrate a day that will go down in history. Members of the Oakley family, who have been a prominent family not only in Quincy, but to the whole tri-state region, decided they would extend even more of their gratitude by granting the school $6.5 million. This gift is meant to be invested in the school's undergraduate and graduate scholarships, along with refurbishing facilities around campus and programs that benefit students and staff.
Our family has had the opportunity to be involved with Quincy University in a number of ways over the years. We know how valuable and important Quincy University is to the students and to this region, and to be able to make this contribution really makes us feel good, helping the university continue in its mission.
The Oakley family has been making their mark in the city of Quincy for over 130 years and demonstrated their appreciation and generosity to QU in an astonishing way.
No one is surprised that the Oakleys are generous, that they've supported Quincy University for generations. Every student who's ever stepped onto this campus for decades has benefited from some gift they've made in the past. We don't always know it, but it's there.
For more information about the Oakley School of Business, be sure to contact the Office of Community Relations here on campus. Micah Wheeler, QUTV News, Quincy.
New students may have questions about coming to QU, how to balance out work, time management, but more importantly, their health. Maintaining a healthy lifestyle is more important than the average person may think. Exercising on a daily basis can improve respiratory, cardiovascular health, and overall health. Staying active can also help maintain healthy weight and reduce risks of diabetes, heart disease, and some cancers.
I play volleyball here at Quincy, and I lift weights and I'm on the bike all the time. I change it up every day. I go from legs to upper body.
These student-athlete workouts routines may be different from others. However, what they do in the gym allows them to stay in shape so they can be at their best when it's time to compete.
You may have noticed a little more glitter on campus last week. That is because Greek life is now in full swing after last week's sorority recruitment. QU's Phi Sig and AO Pi sorority members spent last week welcoming new members into their chapters. The recruitment process included 3 nights of meet and greet events. The events gave members the chance to promote their sisterhood to potential new members.
We're really excited to grow our chapter this year and just get more girls involved with our sorority, and in return we get really involved with campus, so I think that's a good opportunity.
The 2021 recruitment on Sunday with the traditional bid day. AO Pi welcomed 2 new members and Phi Sig welcomed 4. The chapter celebrated a successful recruitment with confetti poppers and attending the football game together.
Coming up next, students discuss a vaccine mandate on Constitution Day.
And 2 students transferred to QU together. We'll tell you why when we come back.
We taught him how to hit a baseball, how to hit a receiver, the strike zone, the net. You taught him how to hit the upper corner. You even taught him how to hit the open man. But how much time have you spent teaching him what not to hit?
On September 17th, Quincy University celebrated Constitution Day. The event was put on by the Political Science and Criminal Justice departments in an effort to celebrate citizenship.
It's called Constitution Day and Citizenship Day. That's the thing that's more meaningful to me because I'm a citizen, you know, and I like giving my students opportunities to feel like a citizen and practice the arts of citizenship. So that's why I think it's worthwhile.
Each year, a new question is posed at the gathering. This year's forum was all about COVID vaccines and whether or not the government should be or should not be allowed to mandate them. Many students joined in the conversation, expressing their views.
Beliefs in a respectful manner that gives everyone an open platform for dialogue so people can gain a little bit more knowledge and just feel like they've learned something or get something out of it. You know, whatever it might be, one way or the other.
The discussion was open to all Quincy students and any public community member. The forum provided many new perspectives for an open-minded discussion.
2 new Quincy University students continue their romance as they chose to transfer here together. QUTV reporter Michaela Barletta has more.
Love is in the air this fall semester. Hamish Pugh and Patricia Chavira decided that they were going to transfer together and found themselves at QU. Although the couple wanted to find a new school together, they wanted to find a school that met both of their needs, on the sports field and in the classrooms.
It definitely just worked out that way. We, from the beginning, told each other, we didn't want to go to a school just because the other person was there. It had to be fulfilling to, our major and, sports and stuff like that.
Chavira was the first to commit her future to QU, which led to Pugh taking a deeper look into the soccer program.
And she had an offer at Quincy, and then I also, messaged Carpenter because I was like, a long shot, we'll see what happens, because it seemed like a good school.
Despite the difficulties of transferring, the couple are happy with their decision to choose QU and attend university together.
She's the love of my life. I'm so thankful that she is here, that I'm here today.
Pugh and Chavira look forward to making more memories together on the campus of Quincy University. Michele Barletta, QUTV News.
Quincy University has had its fair share of couples return to get married here. Maybe Pugh and Chavira will join that list. Up next, Michael Wheeler has weather.
My major here at Quincy is exercise science, human performance, and basically that is going to set me up to get certified in strength and conditioning and personal training. So ultimately what I want to do after college is put my personal training career off to the side and
Our whole lives are focused around figuring out what we want to do. Here at Quincy University, we can help you find what you want to do. Just take a break and do what you love.
Finding your passion is easy at Quincy University. Whether you're pursuing a bachelor's degree or looking to go even further, at QU, your professional and academic future is bright. 40 undergrad programs include moments that become experiences, connections that become careers, and relationships that become lifelong support. We want you here. That's why we work hard to ensure that a Quincy University education is affordable. Let us help you put together a plan. Visit discover.quincy.edu to get started.
Today marks the first day of fall after long and hot temperatures are finally beginning to cool off.
Micah, how are the temperatures looking for this week?
Well, Madison, Raven, in the words of the late Sam Cooke, it's been a long time coming. Sweater weather is finally here, and as you can see from my attire, I'm more than ready to take on whatever it has for me. And if you take a look at this video, you'll see a group of members of the community enjoying a bit of pickleball. Now, I'm not familiar with the sport, but here in Quincy, it does seem like a common theme of enjoyment for the citizens here. And if you look at the headlines for the day, the temperatures are dropping, sweater weather is here, as I said, and fall just started today. But looking at today's temperature, we have a high of 72 and a low of 48. Around this time, the average is usually 79, a few degrees higher than it is today. And the low is usually also a few degrees higher as well, with a low of 56 as the average. And the record in 2017 was 94 degrees. Ooh, summer temperatures right there. And in 2016, the previous year, the low was 50. But as I said, looking at today's temperatures, everything is clear. The sun is out, no clouds in the sky, but it is still pretty cool. So it's a pretty nice day. Might want to bundle up. It depends on how you feel. Depends on how the sun treats you. Clear day winds coming in from the northwest at 10 miles per hour. Looking at the temperature for tonight, it will drop down to 48, so you might want to bundle up just a little bit. Clear night winds coming in from the northwest of 6 miles per hour. Looking at tomorrow's temperature, we have same temperatures as today, 73, sunny, clear, winds coming in from the northwest at 10 miles per hour. But looking at our event forecast, coming in on Friday, the clouds will be there. Temperatures will be moderately low, pretty decent temperatures. High of 83. Friday evening, it'll drop down lower with the clouds coming in with a low of 49. And on Saturday, temperatures will remain in that mid-level with the high of 75. Clouds swooping in to provide a little bit of coolness for you. On Thursday, as I said, we have a high of 73 and a low of 50. On Friday, we have a high of 82 to 83 and a low of 48. On Saturday, clouds coming in, high of 75, low of 54. And looking at our 7-day forecast, on Sunday, we have a high of 84 and a low of 63. But on Monday, summer's still trying to make its appearance before fall comes to take its rightful throne with a high of 90. Clouds will be there, might provide a little bit of coolness for you with a low of 59. On Tuesday, clouds will still be there with a high of 84 and a low of 57. And on Wednesday, it'll be a high of 81 and also a low of 57. Now, hopefully, the temperatures will continue to drop so that the cicadas will go away. So at the nighttime, I can make my nice walk around the campus, cool temperatures. I just love it out here in Quincy. It's just so nice. And that's all we have for the weather.
Thanks, Micah.
Fall sports are well underway with a number of Hawk teams getting wins over the weekend. Fans are back, tailgates are back, and QU football is off to a winning start. Sports is up next.
Quincy University's Res Life community is here to help you.
Tailgating season is back, and QU football's team is off to a good start this season after a couple of wins over the past weekend.
And how about the women's soccer team taking the win in a 7-goal thriller?
I'm sure the Hawk fans are thrilled to see the soccer team scoring goals for fun, and we'll get into the details of the late drama that took place at Legend Stadium in a bit. But first, let's take a look at QU football getting their second win of the season. The Hawks won their second game on the bounce this weekend as they topped Walsh University 38-17 on September 18th. Quarterback Tion Harris returned to the lineup on Saturday after missing last week's game. Harris threw for 343 yards and 4 touchdowns on his return to the field. And QU's wide receivers were on fire over the weekend, with AJ Harden and Eugene Witherspoon combining for 4 touchdowns and over 250 yards receiving. Harden finished the game with a total of 7 catches, 188 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The Hawks defense forced 3 turnovers in the contest, with 2 fumble recoveries and an interception from Peyton Chappelle. A big test awaits the Hawks as they head to number 25 in the nation, Ashland University, on Saturday, September 25th. And the Quincy University women's soccer team fell 1-0 to the Lindenwood Lions on Friday night, but they were able to dig deep and get a much-needed win over Maryville University on Sunday afternoon.
The 7-goal thriller began in the 11th minute when Morgan Evans ran onto a through ball from Paige Anderson and found the back of the net to give the Hawks an early lead. Lauren Crane scored the second goal of the game with a long-range effort around the 19-minute mark. But the Saints struck back twice before half-time and the teams entered the break tied at 2-2. Crane scored her second of the evening from the penalty spot just 9 minutes into the second half. Maryville were able to equalize with less than 9 minutes left to play, sending the game into overtime. With less than a minute left of overtime, Jessica Felix picked up the ball on the halfway line and found Aaliyah Rotke as she made her run down the touchline. Rotke beat the defender and buried the ball in the back of the net as the Hawks collected a dramatic 4-3 win.
Now with the last 40 seconds left of the game.
Let's go! Come on! Let's go!
And the goal!
Come on!
To finish this game.
Turn me up!
And the men's soccer team moved to 3-3 after this weekend, beating Lindenwood 2-1 on Friday night, but not being able to get the win over Maryville on Sunday. The Hawks were looking for revenge as they faced up against the same team that knocked them out in the GLVC semi-finals last spring. But it wasn't to be. The Maryville Saints drew first blood in the 15th minute and took a 1-0 lead into half-time. And the Hawks came out flying in the beginning of the second half and equalized in under 2 minutes through a flick-on from Cole Hayes. And just less than 2 minutes later, Al-Sadiq Hassan threads the ball into Jack Reed inside the Maryville box, who fired it home into the roof of the net. The Hawks took a 2-1 lead just 4 minutes into the second half. Aubrey Reese had a goal disallowed just moments after that, and the game swung in favor of the Maryville Saints, who scored twice more before the final whistle and headed back to St. Louis with a 3-2 win. The men's and women's soccer teams are on the road this weekend, facing off against McKendree and Umsel on September 24th and 26th, respectively. And the women's tennis team hosted the QU Invitational last week with participants from Umsel, Western Illinois, Grandview University, and St. Francis University. Layla Leist-Alston won the singles A draw after beating Beagree from Umsel in the final. Leist-Alston won the match 6-4, 4-6, 10-1. Steffi Lau also took home third place in the women's singles A draw, whilst Leist-Alston and her freshman doubles partner, Blanca Salas, came in second in the doubles A draw. The tennis team heads to Macomb on September 24th to play in the Western Illinois tournament. And in golf, freshman Carly Schnepp earned a top 10 finish in her first taste of collegiate action at the Lady Panther Invitational. Schnepp shot a 78 on day 1 and an 80 on day 2 for a total score of 158. This score was good enough for a tied for 7th place out of over 100 athletes. QU finished in 13th place with a collective stroke count of 687. The women's golf team will be back in action on September 26th and 27th at the Culver Stockton Wildcat Classic, which will be held at Spring Lake Country Club. And despite some standout individual performances, the QU women's volleyball team were unable to get the win against UMSL in their home opener on Saturday, September 18th. After winning the first set 25-23, the Hawks were unable to repeat that in the sets that followed and fell in the final 3 sets by scores of 25-21, 25-17, and 25-22. QU's offense was led by Emily Reagan, who had 18 kills, followed by 14 kills collected by Madison Norris. Michaela Canabolo accumulated a total of 44 assists in the game, while America Galvin led the Hawks defense with 32 digs. The team will be back in Pepsi Arena on Friday, September 24th at 7 p.m. when they take on William Jewell. And the QU cross-country team traveled to Columbia, Missouri to run at the Larry Young Invite on Saturday, September 18th. Missouri S&T won the men's side, while Columbia College took first place on the women's side. Timothy Legament finished with Quincy's fastest time for the men. He turned in a top 15 finish with a time of 27 minutes and 17.74 seconds. For the QU women, Athena Lesiotis finished with a time of 25 minutes and 33.36 seconds. And the cross-country team runs again at Millikan University on September 24th.
Next, we have a story to brighten your day.
One boy finds a very special furry friend.
To make it your cue for you to do what you love.
Finding your passion is easy at Quincy University. Whether you're pursuing a bachelor's degree or looking to go even further, at QU, your professional and academic future is bright. 40 undergrad programs include moments that become experiences, connections that become careers, and relationships that become lifelong support. We want you here. That's why we work hard to ensure that a Quincy University education is affordable. Let us help you put together a plan. Visit discover.quincy.edu to get started.
I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I lost my mother and brother at the age of 13, which is so hard for a 13-year-old. I never let their death be like a burden to me, but more so of a motivation, because anything that I do from now is for them. I brought my GPA back up to where it should be. Myself and other African Americans or blacks, we all feel that, oh, the criminal justice system is like rigged against us. And that's also kind of like what motivates me to go into forensic psychology. So I'm a fan of Law and Order, SVU, and with that, that's what kind of like persuaded me or guided me to go into that field.
A Las Vegas 8-year-old born with a rare birth defect now has a puppy that shares his condition. Maxon Haas was born with a microtia, and as a result, he has a tiny ear on one side. So a golden doodle born with the same condition could only have one perfect owner. 4E Healing Hearts, a nonprofit that connects service animals with their forever homes, found the perfect match for Maxon. Maxon met his new best friend on Friday.
So how does it feel having a puppy that knows exactly what you go through and understands and has a tiny ear like you do as well?
So much. I'll teach you to shake. So fluffy too. Really fluffy.
The puppy is named Nemo, who was born a little different. But his new master says that might change. He likes the name Honey or Daisy.
It turns out dogs really can be a man's best friend.
I mean, it is nice to have a companion, but it's even better when that companion is fur.
And that puppy is absolutely adorable.
For all of us here at QUTV, thanks for watching. Look for QUTV on social media and find our stories on QUmedia.net. Have a great week.